Hey, Collective, welcome to your reading for this week. I'm really excited to see what Spirit wants to chat about. Also, if you're interested, my Instagram readings are up and running. I'm doing shorter, quick readings on there on Instagram Reels. So, information's in the description box if you are interested. We're working with the Healing Spirits Oracle again, kind of get the crowning energy for you today. The crowning energy. Love how when they kind of just like gracefully glide out, your life plan is unfolding as it should. Spirit wants to talk to you about confirmation about where it is that you are on your path right now. So whatever you're dealing with, whether it has to do with what you're manifesting, or it has to do with um, energies going on around you that may feel a little bit struggle bus or conflictual right now. They're saying that it's about trusting yourself. And I am going to read it further. We've gotten this card before. So this is definitely about them letting you know, like, hey, if it feels like there's a delay, if it feels confusing, if it feels murky, unclear, they just want you to know that where it is that you are is where you're supposed to be. We're going to get more into the moving forward of this. It says there's no such thing as a coincidence. And when you know this, you are ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you and will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are their way of attracting your attention and giving you confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. Very soon you will know your true purpose. So, even though it says you will know your true purpose, I do feel like many of you do know your true purpose, or you've been working in the energy of your true purpose already. But there is something that, Spirit feels like it's important to like reassure you at this time. So maybe you've fallen into some valleys again around self doubt or not knowing, if you should be moving at this time or how you should be moving at this time. Let's see what the next oracle card has to offer. It's like 3 cards. We're gonna Spirit, give us one or two. Wow, it's like they're popping out. Okay, there we go. We got like a definitive one. Be calm and keep going. Okay, for sure. There's a lot of crown chakra activity that's going on. So there's a lot of energy that you're processing, that you're working with. And I feel like with this energy, there could be this tendency to want to kind of like get caught up in any kind of fear or anxiety that might want to come through that. So it says to be calm. Let's see. It says nervous energy will grow and build in you if you let it. Remember, such energies come from your inner fear, which is often connected to failure or the endings of things in your life or the lives of those you are connected with. Okay, so let me just touch on this real quick because it seems pretty important. Um, the fear of failure for those of you who are manifesting, and this is related to what you're building and you've been working on. I do feel like you just got to be really, really careful about. It's kind of like when you're in the full energy and you're trying to take that leap of faith and really get connected to this new um, timeline that you're being put on, which also means you're closing out a previous cycle of something. Like something has definitely run its course, and you're moving into the new timeline. I feel like that can typically be the time where we go back into the valley of self doubt, or we're like, I don't know if I'm ready. And it may be something that's at the forefront of your consciousness, and it's like this energy is what's come up for you. But I also feel like I'm talking to somebody who is maybe not completely conscious about how you've gone into that valley yet again. And maybe this is your reminder, your confirmation, your awareness to like take another look at it, because you could be engaging in self-distracting behavior, but it's really coming from a subconscious place of fear of failure or not being good enough or not you maybe you're just like, am I who I think I really am, kind of a vibe. Okay, and this is also fear of endings of things in your life. So for some of you, I'm talking to, their spirit's talking to, closing things out can have a very bitter sweet energetic signature to it. It's like the grief of it all, needing to be able to say goodbye in your own healthy and empathetic way towards yourself, but also embracing that with saying goodbye, you're saying hello to the new, something like that. And so, something, for some of you, it's fear of failure. For some of you, it's about endings. And then it says, and in the lives of those you are connected to. So, endings of cycles come with endings of relationships, endings of the way you used to do things. It's almost like this new energy is here, and Spirit is saying it is here. The train is leaving the station. I don't know, there feels like some sort of apprehension or delay in your energy of like just going with that energy and like moving with that. Um, but it's all coming in as positive and good so far, right? Let me just make sure I say so far because let's get more information. I mean, they're straight up confirming that for you. Life lessons again. This is definitely a new one. Interesting. Life lessons again. I wonder what that is. Let's see. All right, it says you might grow to find that there is no actual right or wrong in this world and that everything happens in order for a lesson to be learned. Now's a good time to remember that your spirit guide is helping you to understand your own life lessons, and you will soon come to know why you chose them this time around. You may wonder why you have given yourself such difficult tasks, but once you understand your lessons, you won't have to learn them again. Also, by learning them, you will give yourself the power over the rest. You will give yourself power over the rest of your life. Okay. So, with this energy of like endings and new beginnings, it does feel like it's very divinely guided that you move forward with this energy and that you really are being in a receptive mode to this next chapter. And the way you're seeing it, that's what this card is all about. Life lessons. It's like how you're seeing it is going to affect how you feel about yourself, because if you're seeing it as like loss and failure and like endings, like I was ripped away from certain things, or I things were ripped away from me, or I'm being punished, like if you see this transitional phase that way, then it could it won't feel good, right? Like that's a lower vibrational energy, that's a lack mindset. And they're actually saying, hey, we want you to see this as an abundant growth step. You are learning things here, and whatever this situation is you're dealing with, and as a part of this transition to the new timeline, this really is about, and for some of you, that's the lesson in and of itself, is learning how to move in the flow of growth. But for most of you, it's where you are right now and the sacrifices. It feels like sacrifices that are being made through this transition. And Spirit is saying that this is about seeing it as, how did they put it? That your spirit guide is helping you to understand your own life lessons, and you're going to know why you came to chose these lessons this time around. Like when you incarnated and you wrote your contract and you decided like this was going to be part of the equation. When you move into the feminine energy of flow with this, and you allow spirit to kind of speak to you more in depth, but also you have to say yes to go into the new timeline. That's when you're going to understand more about why this all kind of unfolded the way that it has. And there's just, with this first card that popped out, like that you're on the right path and things are unfolding the way that it should, there is a sense of peace and reassurance that comes with that. That it's like, I think either the decision or what decisions need to be made or followed through on so that you can enter into this new timeline. The spirit is saying like it is all working for the greatest and highest good of your life and every single person that's involved in your life. So hold on, I want to go back to this one. Yeah, something about failure and endings, just really reframing that energy in the way that it might want to show up in your mind and kind of tell you a negative story about yourself or the other players involved. This is about like taking the power back and going, you know what, I'm not going to tell myself that negative story because it's a lie. It's not true. Anything, all the things that are happening right now, as difficult as they may be to say goodbye to or to move into the next phase of, or whatever it may be. I do feel like there's some endings that may be difficult for some of you watching this. This is about not taking the lower frequency view of this transition, and it's like allowing divine to really come in and bless you. Gosh, I feel like it's such a deep energy of, are you ready for the next chapter? Because it's about to be really, really divinely guided. I mean, it was before too, but it's like the next phase. Don't be afraid to leap. Trust yourself in what you know. Give yourself more credit. Yeah, you guys are releasing this energy of indecision. You're releasing energy of low vibration. You're releasing the energy of, what is that I'm searching for? The energy moves through my mind so fast. It's like trying to catch it all. If people were moving in low vibration around you, shady dealings, wrongdoing, betrayals, things like that, I feel like here with the Two of Swords in reverse, you're letting that be in the past. You're letting that you're letting all that go. The other card that stepped out was the Empress. It's such a relief, honestly. As I'm sitting here with your energy with this, it's like to see that you're letting that go and you're stepping into this abundance. Or this is the foreshadowing for many of you and the advice, if you're not quite there yet. You also have the Four of Swords in reverse. Some of you simply need to slow down to bring this into clearer focus. But I do feel like you're stepping into this divine feminine energy of the Empress. She really is the epitome of divine feminine energy. She's fertile because she's whole. You know, she's fertile with ideas, she's fertile with possibilities. Her ability to manifest is off the charts because she has such a sense of safety and security within herself. And this could speak to both the material and spiritual realm. But there's a relaxation energy about her. And I do feel like with this be calm and keep going, it is about reevaluating, coming back to center and allowing yourself to release the, I don't know, some of these energies. I keep, there's some words I want to come out of my mouth, but for some reason I'm saying no because I'm trying to put them in a little bit of a softer framing of them. But with the Two of Swords in reverse, I do feel like some of you guys were just dealing with some low vibrational energy, like ratchet, and not in the best way, not in a good way, because sometimes, you know, ratchet is great, but it's like, I think you're releasing energies that just didn't serve your greatest and highest good. And that is the advice, to step into your Empress. What? Well, what? Well, and that is the advice for some of you, is really needing to heed the higher guidance so that you can embrace who you are. I feel like you're showing up as the Empress. And I feel like that's your true nature. This is like your birthright energy, your true nature, to be in this place of, it really is relaxation. And that is the energy that seems like it just keeps stepping forward. Um, some of you guys here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse really do feel like you're having a hard time with this manifestation. So what they're saying is it comes from the release here with the Two of Swords in reverse, because Spirit has been honestly trying to talk to you here with this Four of Cups. they've been trying to give you signs and synchronicities. They have been saying, here, beloved, here is how we're leading you. Here's how we're trying to show you the way. They're trying to give you this insight and this opportunity, but you're also showing up as the high priestess in reverse. So, high priestess in reverse can be someone who's um, taking in more of a surface level understanding of something or knowledge, but there's also just the opposite of being connected to heeding higher level advice. It's sometimes it can be like a resistance or just what feels like an inability to do that. Some of you are just tunnel vision on what you thought something should be, or just so focused on it's like what you thought or what you think you should be focused on here with the 4 of Cups, and it really is contributing to why things are not manifesting forward. But interesting how they kind of brought this out, and they wanted to show you right off the bat who you are in this Empress energy. And I keep feeling like this is your natural state. um Maybe I'm talking to someone who really does know divine feminine energy, but for some reason it's very difficult. Maybe water sign energy really is, that heart space energy really is something that that you're familiar with, but something's definitely got you in a tunnel vision where it's like you're not hearing and you're not seeing, and it is going to screw up the manifestation process. What else? Yeah, this actually came out, this 7 of Cups energy came out in the Instagram reading that I did last week, or was it this week? I can't remember honestly. But it's about getting clear about what's what. Some of you are moving into this place where you're no longer doing the tunnel vision. You don't want to be stuck just staring at these cups, that it's like, okay, I have these 3 cups, but what's more? Like, you're ready to start coming out of this energy where things have felt stuck. 7 of Cups in reverse, taking off the rose colored glasses, being ready to make sound decisions. That's the energy that's up on deck. You do have the 10 of Cups in reverse. You could have been dealing with a betrayal here, someone here in relationship. Um, some Did I say ratchet energies earlier? I don't even know what, like, I can't remember half the things that are being said. Yeah, that's what this is. 10 of Cups in reverse is major betrayal energy. Specifically in relationship, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic relationship, but for many of you, there was some severe betrayal. And I think here with the 7 of Cups, you are truly, truly getting clear about this. I think it's fascinating that there's so many crossover energies, um, from the reading I did over there to this reading. Hierophant in reverse, an 8 of Pentacles. I do feel like there's a lot of self-development that is happening here. And there's another message coming out. Just a second. I feel like Spirit's saying with the Hierophant in reverse, you need to kind of be open to how to go about this and new excuse me, new ways to work on yourself. Sometimes when the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it can bring about this message of um getting a little bit like working harder and not smarter. There's something here in the way you're going about things that Spirit is wanting you to look at with the Hierophant in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Without knowing the very minute specifics of your situation, um, I don't know exactly the steps that you're taking, but they're saying that it might be slightly misguided here with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So, actually, let me get some information on this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, can you clarify this? Oh, wow. That 10 of Cups in reverse tried to pop out again. Something how you're, oh, wow. There it is again. Yeah, it's something to do with the way that you're approaching what happened here in this relationship dynamic where the betrayal or the corruption or the breakup or whatever happened here in this relationship that has not been, it's been very unsavory. That's what they're talking. It's like the way you're going about this, there's something that needs to change here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Um, because however you're doing it, it's making you this, it's like weaker in the energy. Um, there's still something that is still left to be learned here. You're not quite there yet, is the way this is coming through. Almost feels like it's like kind of a love reading in a sense. Hanged Man on the top of the deck. Um, they're wanting you to see the bigger picture of something here. But the way that you're focusing in on this, I don't know if you're looking at the wrong aspect of this dynamic. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. Too many cards. Give me one or two. Eight of Cups and the Chariot. Definitely needing to go to higher spiritual ground. There's no doubt about that. But there's something, there's an aspect of this that they're wanting you to walk away from that you're having a hard time doing that with, and to move forward with. It's like, now when I say walk away from, I'm not necessarily saying that this relationship is something like that's only something that you can decide, but there's definitely something that you had invested a lot of time and energy into with this relationship, that they're saying you're having a hard time kind of moving to the next phase or walking away from. I want you to take that how it resonates. Don't take any information that doesn't resonate and try to make it fit. I'm very against like being like, oh, you should break up with said person, because this is a general, anyways, right? So with the Chariot being on the and just decide for yourself like where this is speaking to you on and what it's speaking to. But there's something within this betrayal or this relationship dynamic, 10 of Cups in reverse, that you're supposed to be releasing. You're supposed to be releasing. I don't know if it has to do with the scandal of what happened here. You're supposed to be showing up as the Empress. Like that is your superpower, this divine feminine energy to manifest. Also with the Chariot can speak to willpower. So that might be part of what's the advice that they're giving you. Like they might be telling you like you may need to exercise like mind over matter here so that you can move forward. Getting clear, whatever the situation is with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's definitely draining. But they're also saying you have more control over this than you think with how this plays out for you. I can't speak to the other people who are involved in this. There's something, life lessons. Spirit's saying you need to get this and you need to move this to the next level for yourself. There's a high sense of emotional accountability. Yeah. It's like they're confirming what they were saying in the Eight of Pentacles with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands. There's something about something that doesn't feel like it's moving forward, something that it feels like there needs to be some sort of like getting on track to work smarter and to be diligent and to put these things into place. It's like my Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like we're not organized and diligent and we're not kind of putting these things into place the way that we should. Eight of Swords, because you're too busy in your head, overthinking and overanalyzing and kind of in the own in trappings of your own mind here. But the Eight of Swords also speaks to you can undo this. This is an illusion that you're trapped here. Oops. Okay. Yeah. What's the more advice you have, Spirit? Yeah. Saying you need to be the King of Cups in this situation. You need to have this emotional mastery and maturity and groundedness in how you move here. Interesting. Back to that Eight of Swords again. It's like you're in the head space instead of the heart space. Let me get some advice for you. Yeah, definitely clouded joy. Six of Pentacles in reverse. The power dynamics are not they're not aligned here. You're showing up as the High Priestess with this energy, so maybe secretly or on the low, like just within your own inner knowing, like you know that this isn't giving what it needs to give, and you're not really receiving what you need to receive. Take it how it resonates. Maybe some of you, it is really needing to close this cycle out and walk away from this dynamic or situation. Sun in reverse. Because whatever's going on in the give and take of this relationship, it's definitely out of alignment, and I feel like you know that to be true. I'm gonna get a few more energies, and I think we will have kind of said it all. Ace of Wands, you guys. So this kind of takes us back to what those oracle cards were speaking about in the beginning of the reading. Be calm and keep going. Spirit is saying, hey, we're trying to give you a new passionate beginning here. Whether it's in this situation with this person, and don't shoot the messenger, please, or this is outside of this situation. Either way, they're saying your energy needs to first and foremost be balanced so that you can have this kind of mind over matter thing. Whatever happened, I do feel like it was deceitful. I do feel like it wasn't okay. I do feel like it was hurtful. But and this is going to be a spectrum of advice for for each of you. Some of you, there's a new beginning that can be had here if you change up your focus and you reroute your emotions. And for some of you, it is about moving on from an aspect of this that wasn't good. And that is the closing out of the cycle that was spoken of in the beginning of the reading. For others of you, it may be about moving on from this this dynamic altogether. What is the advice here, Spirit? That also tried to pop out again. Two of Wands. Making this decision. What do I need to do? What needs to be done? But this isn't the move, Spirit is saying. Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords. Whatever was this corrupt thing that happened in this relationship, like there's to move into this from a sense of intensity and conflict. I keep feeling like they're saying that is not the move, and it's having you show up as the Queen of Cups in reverse, right? It's like this is not the move to fight fire with fire. This reminds me of like couples therapy type of work. if there was cheating or there was, you know, some sort of betrayal, because whether it was cheating or some other betrayal, it can all kind of be on the same level of um, scandal. It's like, what are we doing now? Like, what is the lesson here for you? Ooh, this might kind of be a rough message for somebody. Um, you're supposed to be showing up in your life to manifest here as the Empress. So, fighting fire with fire feels like the delay and the, what is this? Hold on. Let me go back. Where it says be calm and keep going. It says they're asking you to allow this moment to pass and simply wait until you're ready to continue. But definitely not fighting fire with fire. I feel like there's things you know about the power imbalances in this dynamic here with the high priestess that you know are present here. And there's it's either the full dynamic that you're being shown that you're ready to move on from, or it's an aspect of the dynamic. Either way, it's like, how are you going to move forward? You know what I mean? Like, let me get some, just a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to regather some of these, kind of do a little reshuffle. I want to get some overall advice from you. I don't know. It seems like it's a really sticky situation. Spirit, please pass that energy. Thank you. Let it. Okay. Wow, my throat chakra is going off. Hold on. Man, you guys, that throat chakra is going off. Some of you are being asked to speak up, use your empowerment, but not a fire with fire approach. Yeah, hey, love when that happens. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So remember, the archetype of the Queen of Swords is all about speaking from an aligned truth. And maybe that is part of the lesson of what this is all about for you. Maybe this has to do with learning how to embody the energy of the Queen of Swords and not getting stuck in the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, where you're not really doing what you need to do. You're not moving forward. The Queen of Swords is really good at just speaking divine truth. It's really about the throat chakra activation. She's truthful, she's straightforward, but she's not cutting folks. You know what I mean? She's not evil or vindictive or reactive. She's actually very calm within her knowing. I guess you could perceive her as being a little bit intimidating to a certain regard, certain extent, because when she does speak that divine truth from her knowing, it's like, whoa, that's real. And for some people that might be kind of intimidating, but I do feel like, so I asked what the advice was for you, and they're saying that, embody the Queen of Swords. Is that what this higher lesson, is that what this new chapter is all about for you? Are you needing to leave behind the energy where you didn't do that? Is that what this situation has come in to show you? Is how to step more into that? Yeah. They're saying it is about learning to speak your truth in the Queen of Swords and then coming out of this anxiety riddled place. It's almost like you didn't speak your truth before in the old timeline, and in the new timeline, it is about like, I just feel like it's nipping the energy in the butt before it makes you start to go inward and have anxiety and not sleep at night. Um, your ability, we've had this message before, right? Collective, like your ability to show up in this very divine, truthful energy, non reactive energy, is what allows you to reap the benefits of these new opportunities, right? I think in the high priestess, deep down, you really know this. And maybe some of the imbalances in these dynamics have shown up because you've needed to exercise your power in the Queen of Swords to speak your truth. It's divine knowing, though, so it's like you get the download in the high priestess and about a person, a situation, about how, what's going on and what needs to happen. And then for you to open up and activate through your throat chakra and speak, you're coming out of the anxiety. I think some of you are getting more comfortable in embodying this energy in the new timeline. What are we doing on time? Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's going to help you with your independence and financial stability. It's going to help you in your ability to attract the prosperity that you're looking for. One more message and then we'll close out. Kind of wanted to just go in a little deeper because it did seem like a really, like almost like a dilemma. Then I want to bring it back around to some of you guys are dealing with some rigid energy here with the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Feeling like you're stuck, and it's just the same stuff. Feeling like you're stuck and have clouded energy. Is there anything on this King of Wands the collective needs to know about? I don't think so, but the person you are dealing with. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it could have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, a fire sign person that you were dealing with, or that you are dealing with in this situation where there has been clouded joy. It has felt like it's stagnant. It's not the wish fulfillment, but it doesn't have to be. But King of Wands can just often, it can be a very dominant, entrepreneurial type energy. They are showing up in the reverse. So yeah, it's the same message they're talking about in the Hanged Man here to get the higher picture of it all. There's something I want to come back around to. I think it was, okay, yeah, 14. This is what I want to close out with and wrap it up with. Your life plan is unfolding the way that it should. Okay. There's no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you're ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guides has already opened the way for you and will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are their way of attracting your attention and giving you confirmation, right? That you are close to a great understanding. Very soon you will know your purpose. When you honor yourself here in the Queen of Swords, don't fight fire with fire, especially after the fact. It's like when you receive the information through the high priestess, when you are connecting with spirit and you get the download about what's going on in a situation or with a person, I feel that you're being advised to exercise your power of your voice at that juncture. And when you do that, it's like you'll be able to see why that was the right step. And in this particular situation where there's this betrayal, hold on, what was I trying to say about that? You're going to be able to see like the greater lesson in this, and that's what's going to help you move forward. That's what I'm trying to say. um it's an upgrade for your new timeline. Like moving forward, I feel like you're going to be moving forward in life in a very different way. Whatever the situation was with this King of Wands in reverse that you were dealing with, this was not fulfilling your, it was not your wish fulfillment here with whatever happened. um so again, whether you are walking away from this dynamic altogether, or if you're walking away from an aspect, to never to it's like your things are not going to be the same. You're moving forward in a different way, and the way that it is successful is your ability to hold the new vibration and the new embodiment here with the Queen of Swords. Well, that's your reading. I hope that made sense and it was helpful. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.